Happening, boys and girls? We're going to try to do this. I apologize. Yeah, my little cell phone holder thingy. Yep, other vehicle. So we'll have to do it like this today. Anyway, welcome to Be the Ant Preparedness. For those of you, I had posted a video yesterday, and after I had posted it, I realized that it needed some editing, so I had to take it down. So any of you that's wondering where it's at, it's going to be going back up. And if you guys were in the middle of it, I don't know if it cut you off in the middle of it, but it'll be going back up as soon as I can figure out that pesky editing stuff there, you know. But anyway, we got some stuff to go over today, and once again, note that way I can remember everything. Where do we want to start? Okay, I should probably drive real quick, that way I don't upset folks. Okay. It's what's in the news right now, the election, right? I mean, that's what's in. Over the weekend, the news channels crowned old Slow Joe the president-elect. So that is what is in the news cycle. And once again, I please encourage everybody to enhance your calm. Don't act like an idiot. And like I said, you're out there crying, stomping your feet and pouting, and the left is just loving it. Okay, so keep all that in mind, all right? I do believe there was some hanky-panky going on, okay? Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. I'm not going to sit here and, well, this was that and that was this. You guys see enough of that on other channels and everything else. I do believe that there was some hanky-panky. It just doesn't make sense. You know, it's like Biden got more votes than Obama. I can't swallow that. I can't accept that. I mean, it's possible, okay? It's possible, but I just can't accept that. And with people out there that say there is no voting fraud, or guys, it's been around forever, okay? Ever since there was voting, there's been people trying to figure out how to cheat it. Countless people have gone to jail, or at least gone to court. A lot of people have gone to jail over voter fraud. And I don't mean just the single person that yanked somebody's ballot and filled it out, or no, I'm talking about like people that were on the commissions and everything else. So this is, yeah, it happens, okay? And I'm not saying that only the Democrats have ever done that. Republicans would never. No, they're all politicians, guys, okay? That's one thing that we need to go ahead and accept right now, is they're politicians. You know, they lie, cheat, steal for a living. If they can figure out a way to give a few extra votes to themselves, they're going to. Okay, now once again, I'm not saying all politicians. No, there's some good people out there, but it's such a corrupt system that even when you put a good guy, you know, they call him a Boy Scout, whatever, it's hard. You know, what was, somebody said something about, you can't take somebody like that and stick them through a meat grinder and expect them to come out good on the other side, right? It's everywhere. Let's see, what do we got? What's the other things? Okay, no, I don't want to hit that. Okay, vaccine. Okay, so what's going on right now is, of course, there are cases pending from the Trump team to do whatever, recounts, investigation. And I would like to say that the truth will come out, okay? It's been a week, guys, almost a week. It's been 6 days. What's happening to those ballots? What has happened to all those ballots over the past 6 days? Were they subpoenaed and put into a vault somewhere so nobody could get around them? You know what I mean? What could be done? What shenanigans could take place when they've got, so far a week, it'll be over that, to hide whatever has happened, if anything has happened, okay? So that's something to bear in mind. We gotta stay, we gotta keep it real, we gotta stay realistic, that they've got all this time. If you've got somebody that has committed a murder, and they've got a week to hide it, it's probably going to be kind of tough to convict them on it, right? I mean, any crime, I don't care what, if they've got that much time to where the evidence is in their possession and they can figure out the best way to handle it. And, they probably had a plan for how to handle it before the election even started, right? So we got to stay realistic. We hope for the best, prepare for the worst. We all do that. But when it comes to it, I don't know what evidence they're going to be able to find after however long it's been of the evidence itself being in the hand of the suspected party. So it's, I don't know. It's kind of weird. And also, once it does get to court, you got to understand that these people higher up in politics or whatever, controlling the politicians, however you want to look at it, they have got dirt on everybody, guys. Those of you that, I'm hoping everyone has heard of J. Edgar Hoover. I don't know how many know much about him, but he had dirt on everybody, enemies and allies alike, just to keep everybody in line. In case one of his allies, one of his buddies, all of a sudden did something he didn't like, he had a file on all these people. So all these judges and everything else, that they've already got dirt on them. So that's going to come into play. And if we think that no, justice will triumph, you guys are smarter than that, okay? I'm hoping that people step up and do the right thing if there was some shenanigans going on. But I don't know. So let's see what else we got here. Oh, yeah, the whole thing with the night of the elections, not seeing what's going on, trying to get this stuff. It kind of, okay, football. Okay, you guys know me. I like football analogies. They're pretty easy to put out there. You got the offense, whatever team, throws the ball downfield. The pass was incomplete, but the refs called it a completed catch. What does the offense do? They hurry up as quick as they can to try to snap the ball again. Because once that ball is snapped, it cannot be reviewed. Okay, so yeah, that is with what's going on. It's like, yeah, they've tried to do this, tried to get the stuff done quick, tried to get it out there, and even at that, it took a while. But it kind of holds true. Yeah, tell me what you guys think about this. I ask for comments all the time. You guys know that. I like hearing your comments. Try to keep them civil, try to be respectful to everybody. But yeah, let's go ahead and hear your comments. Anyway, what else we got here? Oh, and I heard the other day that supposedly Trump knew this was going to happen back, what was it, a couple years ago or earlier this year? Forgive me, I can't recall exact, but that they planted ballots with watermarks and those are the legit. And it sounds good, and I'm not saying the guys are full of it, but take everything with a grain of salt, okay? The states themselves, I believe actually the local districts are responsible for printing the ballots. So how could they get these watermarked ballots in there for this big sting operation to be able to check them? It'd be awesome if they could, okay? I'm not saying they didn't. All I'm saying is, question what you're hearing. It would take an undertaking. It'd be kind of tough, and then to not let anybody know what's going on would be even tougher. Trump does play chess. You guys have heard me on the channel before. Play chess, not checkers. Plan ahead. Don't react. Be proactive. You know what I mean? Don't react to the situations around you. Think ahead and think about what could happen and have things in place. That's the whole premise of being preparedness minded. Let me see here. I'm gonna have to do that. But yeah, this whole thing with the sting operation, I don't know. I mean, it sounds good. I think people are kind of stretching, and that's what people want to hear is, yeah, they stole it and we're going to do it, and we're going to have the evidence for it. I think right now, as far my opinion, it doesn't take a genius to recognize that something hinky was going on. Okay. But what's going to come down to it is having the evidence, and that's going to be the tough thing to do, is have the evidence for it. And I've heard people say, oh no, Biden's going to jail. Biden ain't going nowhere. Biden ain't going. Even if they find out that there was a lot of hanky-panky going on and all these dead people voted and all this other, and they were counting this and that, even if all that is found out, the people at the top are not going to jail. They're going to pin it on some local guy that acted on his own, and you guys know what I'm saying. You always have a patsy, right? Can you guys still see me? Yeah, it's kind of dark, but you can see me a little bit. So yeah, they're going to pin it on somebody else. Nope, Joe's not doing any time. Kamala, nobody high up in the DNC is going to. That's my opinion. Nobody's going to jail. Oh man. We're good. Y'all don't have to stand by. I can probably do this. I know you guys love it when I drive instead of talk, right? Okay. But anyway, crap. All right, we made it. Howdy. Okay, sorry about that. What else we got real quick? Oh yeah, it was funny. Video I made last week. I believe I talked about, with Slow Joe coming in, that whole corona emergency is going to go away. From what I've heard, I haven't looked, okay, from what I've heard, that CNN has taken down their COVID ticker and Fox News has already taken down their COVID ticker. It's like, seriously, the thing's been up there for 9 months now or something like that. But yeah, now all of a sudden it's just down, so that, we don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay. I heard today on the news that supposedly a company has developed a vaccine with a 90% success rate. Okay. And it's funny, everybody was talking today, how it come out like a week after the election. Whatever. Is it just happened like that? Is it just coincidence that it came out after that? Maybe, you don't know. But it's funny that they're already planning for the shutdown, because I told you guys the same time I told you that CNN would make stuff go away, that you would see the corona go away and it's being handled and we're winning it and all this other crap. Now they're already planning, because Biden gave a speech when he's talking about the worst wave is coming. So if a worst wave is coming and we had to shut everything down at the first wave, doesn't take a genius to figure out that, yeah, if it's worse than that, then they're probably going to shut stuff down again, right? So yeah, it's like they're already planning for that other shutdown. So with that in mind, y'all best start saving your bucks, okay? For many reasons. And I would recommend cash and your precious metals. I'm a big fan of the precious metals. The only problem with precious metals is you can't take a gold coin to the grocery store and buy groceries with it. You're going to have cash. But with this shutdown, yep, people's going to be out of work again. And don't you worry, the government's going to be giving out stimulus because that's what the government does. They take care of us, right? So they're going to be doing that. Uh, and then also, everybody knows about Joe's platform, old Slow Joe. Um, yeah, taxes are going to go up. They want to tax that 401k even more and all this other good stuff. I am not a financial advisor. Take everything I say about this with a grain of salt. I don't want to hear anybody, well, Big G said no. I'm putting forth an idea and I want you to think about it, figure out what's best for you, and then act. Okay? But if they do this, and then all of a sudden, to get money out of your 401k, you're going to be taxed heavier. However, it is, there's different plans and different things, your retirement savings. And if the economy is in the toilet because they've shut everything down and taxes are higher and businesses are moving back across the oceans or back across the border now, so now the economy is not so good, stock market has gone down, and now that money that you had in the stock market, not only do you have to pay additional taxes on it, but there's less money there than there was right now. Right now, with the news of this vaccine, the economy is doing well. I can't say the economy, stock market has gone up. Okay. Yeah, it shot up pretty good because, hey, we got a vaccine now. We're not going to be shut down. That doesn't play into what's going to have to happen. But anyway, I want you to consider that right now, for those of you that have a retirement account, your retirement account is worth something right now. Okay? Things are up. Okay? You know, if what you want to do, you want to buy when it's low and sell when it's high, right? Right now it's high. Should you take some money out right now? I'm not telling anybody to do it. I'm just posing the question. That way you can avoid those taxes once he implements them and the lower stock prices because of everything else that's going to be happening. Now, this is my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. This is my opinion of what could possibly happen. So that's why I'm putting it out there. But yeah, I definitely want to hear y'all's opinions on that as well. What do you see happening as far as the stock market? And this is all assuming that everything continues to go. Biden takes office in January. Which for Trump to do it, it's not over. Okay, I'm not saying it is. I'm not conceding defeat. It's conceding, yeah, that's the right word, right? I hope so. Small word group thingy. But it's going to take a lot. And to touch on that too, I know we kind of keep going back and forth. I apologize. It's just popped in my head that I was thinking about earlier. Let's say they've got these court cases that are coming up about election fraud in these different states. If they uncover election fraud in one of the states, should many more states be checked? Because if it's in one, it doesn't take a genius to think it's maybe in others. Would it take 2 states finding election fraud? Would it take 3 states? How many states would it take? And what is the outcome of that? Are every state going to have to do a recount, do a check? How long is that going to take? But that was something I was thinking about today. It's like he's got the court cases pending, the litigation in these in these few states. But if it is determined that there was election fraud in a couple of them, should it be checked out everywhere at that point in time just to see how far the corruption spreads? I don't see that happening, but it's something to think about. So I think I covered, let me see here. Yeah, voting fraud's always been saving you moolah, the vaccine. I think we covered everything. Yeah, but let me know what you think, guys. And yeah, and start saving those bucks. I'm just telling you, if you're working right now, I hope you are. And I know a lot of people's trying to catch up from stuff. I don't see them doing another stimulus bill until after Trump's out of there, because they can't give Trump any win at all, right? So for those of you that have been holding out for a second stimulus, I could be wrong, but I don't see it happening until after old Slow Joe's in there. I hope I'm wrong, because I know there's a lot of people out there that could use that money right now, especially with holidays coming up and they're already stressed out enough. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I love getting everybody's opinion, because you guys think of stuff that I don't think of. Sometimes I might think of something you haven't thought of. But yeah, I'd like to know, what are you hearing in your neck of the woods? I'm listening to the local talk radio. I watch a little cable news a little bit. Hard to do with the babies running around. Yeah, if you're in one of those states, if you're in that Michigan, Wisconsin, Arizona, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Georgia, yeah, and you've heard of some hanky-panky down there, yeah, post it down in the comments and I'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. If you guys dig in the channels, please do the like, share, subscribe thing. Yeah, share the videos. That really helps us out. So thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you guys after a while.